What is the true nature of our greatest enemy? Can an adversary become an ally with compassion, or are there battles within ourselves that require something more than kindness? Ancient Sage Saadi tells a story about this very struggle, a battle as old as humanity itself. Saadi once approached an elderly scholar, intrigued by a saying, "Your greatest enemy is your nafs," the self, the part of you that resides within, close and ever-present. The words seemed simple, yet their meaning felt profound, like a riddle that hinted at something deeper about the human condition. Saadi wanted to understand, to unravel the truth buried within those words. The scholar looked at Saadi, his eyes betraying a quiet understanding of the struggle. He explained that the saying referred to a battle more personal and demanding than any other. If you treat an external enemy with generosity and grace, he said, there is hope that one day that enemy might soften. Through compassion, even the hardest of hearts can be won over. But the nafs, that part of the self that craves comfort, that is never satisfied, always seeking more, is a different kind of adversary. No matter how much kindness you show it, the nafs only grows bolder in its demands. The nafs is like a beggar, that, if indulged, becomes not grateful, but demanding. It wants what it wants, and if you feed it even a little, it only hungers for more. It knows no limits, and its appetite is endless. Saadi understood then that this was a unique type of enemy, one that could not be tamed with generosity or subdued with indulgence. To defeat the nafs, one must deny it, not out of cruelty, but out of wisdom. Saadi thought about how humans often deceive themselves. They believe that by giving in to their impulses, they are finding peace, comfort, or even joy. But the scholar's words resonated deeply. Treating the nafs like a friend was the surest way to become its prisoner. The more you yield, the more it takes, until eventually it rides on your back, and you find yourself lower than you ever thought possible. True freedom, the scholar explained, comes from recognizing the nafs for what it is, a constant challenger that must be kept in check. Saadi left the scholar with a sense of clarity. He understood that some enemies could indeed become friends through kindness, but the nafs was not among them. To befriend it was to lose oneself, to become shackled by desires that led away from the higher self. And so, Saadi resolved to face his greatest adversary not with the softness of indulgence, but with the firm resolve of one who knows the value of his own spirit. The story concludes with a reminder: our greatest battle is often within. To conquer the self, to master the nafs, is to gain a freedom that no external victory could ever provide. And just as Saadi learned, the path to wisdom is often the one where we learn to deny that which, though tempting, ultimately degrades us. After all, the true measure of strength is not in how we face the world, but in how we face ourselves.